and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. Ooh, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking. Soon, if we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason, and a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forests will echo with laughter.
Yeah, special dedication. I'm sending this one out to you and you and you and you. I said to you and you and you. She cold-blooded. I love how we melt in the ice. You like the sunshine of my life, cause all I see is a hot thing. You're my hot thing. And you're my hot thing. And you're my hot thing. Word, you keep my dark sky lit up at night, so bright that you're blinding my sight, cause all I see is a hot thing. And you're my hot thing. And you're my hot thing. And you're my hot thing. Word, your body like a flick, it got surprise and twist. I write the script, the main character, your thighs and hips. Award for best supporting role, go to your eyes and lips. The way you move your body got them stiff like a hieroglyph. I watch you dance across the floor to the title track. You about to get me off the wall like Michael Jack. I make describing your beauty my sacred duty. I will write a song, write a book, write a play, make a movie. Hey, 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 special dedication.
Good love, you a sexy thing. All I'm saying, you got something I like.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Good love, you a sexy thing.
Come on.
All I'm saying, you got something I like.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Yo, I love your country ass. I love your city sass. I love how you know my ways, you catch them pretty fast. These dudes are pretty crass, harass you when you pass. I love how you snap back and get the last laugh. I love the way your crib smell like Votivo candle incense. The white voice you use on the phone when you handle business. I love it when you're freaking. I love when you were lady, rockin' door knockers from the late 80s, raising babies. I love how God bless you, your body's something special. I love to play connect the dots with your facial freckles. No need for fashion policing because I love your style. Whatever happened to Shanice, baby, I love your smile. I might be falling in love, should I let her know? My pimp told me if I love her, I should let her go. I sing her praises every time they play this instrumental, cause she instrumental to my life, to my life, to my... Hey, 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 hey. Special dedication.
Good love, you a sexy thing.
And if you know you're
All I'm
sexy,
saying, you got something
yeah,
I
throw your
like.
hands in the air like this here. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Good love, you a sexy thing.
Come on.
All I'm saying, you got something I like.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. I love how we melt in the ice. You like the sunshine of my life, cause all I see is a hot thing. You're my hot thing. And you're my hot thing. And you're my hot thing. Word, you keep my dark sky lit up at night, so bright that you're blinding my sight, cause all I see is a hot thing. You're my hot thing. And you're my hot thing. And you're my hot thing. Word, let me take you by the hand. You need to try your man to fight it down. I have your groupie doubt like excited fans. I promise you be climbing walls like Spider-Man. Knees buckle and you hit the floor when you try to stand up. So you drop it like it's hot. Oh, it's so heavy. You and me, we can leave now. We can go steady. How about we be jetty, because I'm so ready to bounce like a 64 Chevy. Word. Hey, 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 hey. Special dedication.
Good love, you a sexy thing.
Come on.
All I'm saying is
What?
you got something I like.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Good love, you a sexy thing.
That's right.
All I'm saying is
What?
you got something I like.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Good love, you a sexy thing.
And if you know you're
All I'm
sexy,
saying, you got something I like.
it's a special dedication to all the special ladies. Yeah, yeah.
Good love, you a sexy
Shout out to
thing.
Will I Am.
All I'm saying, you got
That hot
something
shit.
I like.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Word.
My stuff's finally working.
Yeah, look at that shit.
We're live. Look
Howdy.
at that.
What's up? What's up? Welcome to Sexpot Radio.
Stoners unite.
We're in the studio here with Dino Martinez. We're also here with Randy. Got December here in the studio. Jeremy, myself. We're all here.
Intern Chris.
Yes. We got intern running the board over here today.
So bear with
Yeah.
us. We're gonna make it through.
Yeah.
So on the show today, we're talking about why there were condoms in the studio.
Lots of condoms.
Lots of them.
There's more and more condoms every day in this studio.
Wait, is that a
We
female
gotta get
condom?
naked.
It is a female condom.
Naked.
I've never seen one of these. I can't see it
You
anyway.
can't open it because it's latex.
You can't even open it across the room from me because I am that allergic to latex. But
I'll go home and make a video of it for you. Maybe.
oh my! you know how I was saying that something was in the air? That's what I'm talking about. There's some sort of weird sexual energy that is just.
I love December so much. I'll go home and make female condom videos for her.
It's true love, folks. It's true love. Okay, so we're gonna talk to Dina Martinez about safe sex, right?
Yes.
Couple
And
of
the importance
other things.
of it.
and why it's a good idea. We're gonna hit on a wellness, the 420 wellness video that we came across on the internet
Yes.
that enrages me to my very core. We'll talk about that,
Absolutely.
and then we're gonna talk to our homies Randy and maybe Ryan if he shows up. Who knows? About BHO and purging and all that good stuff.
Yep.
Excellent.
And then whatever else we feel like.
Yeah,
Because we got 2
that's
hours
how
with
we
you.
do it.
With each and every one of you.
we're doing a 2-hour show.
We are.
Stick around for 2 hours, folks. I had no idea. Good thing I brought Doritos.
And weed, man.
Weed, man.
The first thing that I'd like to touch on today, I came across this article on Marvel Comics. I'm just gonna read it to you guys here real quick. It says Marvel Comics has always liked to get topical in the pages of its comics, and the company, now owned by Disney, is set to do that again. It is hosting its first same-sex wedding in the pages of the latest issue of Astonishing X-Men. In Astonishing X-Men number 50, which hits stands tomorrow, this coming Wednesday, the openly gay mutant North Star, a Canadian with super speeds, will propose to his longtime boyfriend Kyle, reports USA Today. The wedding will take place in the following issue.
Super speeds.
Yay!
Okay, this is awesome, and I am thrilled by it. I'm just curious how long they said that his longtime boyfriend. So this has been a storyline in the comic series for a while.
Apparently so.
So it's just like they're getting
Yeah.
married now.
Yeah, he's gonna propose to him. And they're
That's
getting married.
cute. Congratulations, fictional characters.
Yes.
Good luck. Good luck.
Marvel's editor Axel says that whenever you tell a story that touches upon an issue people are passionate about, you open yourself up to controversy and some very heated comments, both supportive and critical. But as long as we continue to tell good stories with nuanced characters from different walks of life, we feel that we're making our comics accessible to the widest possible audience.
Ooh, I
For sure.
fully support this. And I think a lot of people came out. There was some story about Bert and Ernie being gay last year, and because I'm a blogger originally, like the
Right.
blogosphere lit up, like rage, right? Oh my God, homosexuality on a children's television show.
Wasn't He-Man gay?
I don't know. Does it matter? Whatever.
Not really, but
the
if
point
they're
is,
talking
like,
about it.
there was such a huge issue about having homosexuality in where children can access it.
Right.
And a lot of people came to me because I'm known as the anti-soccer mom. I do things a little bit differently. And they came to me and said, how do you feel about this? Would you let your kids watch something about homosexuality? Fucking absolutely.
But that's the thing
because if we don't show them what reality is, that some people, this is the lifestyle of some people. This is what, how they were born. This is, this is reality. That, when they get to that point where they're seeing it and they've never been in front of it before, there's going to be strangeness. There's going to be, maybe rejection of that kind of thing. Who knows?
But like on Sesame Street, Bert and Ernie, maybe they were gay, maybe they weren't, but they weren't showing gay sex on Sesame Street. It's not like this is how they do it,
Right, and I don't think they're going to show it in Marvel either.
Right.
If they do, I hope they're checking ID to sell that particular issue. But do I care? Like, my kids love comic books, and I hope they read it because that's awesome. They should know that this is reality, and this is, well, I guess Marvel comic books it's not exactly reality, but
They're
know what I
not?
mean. Shit. We're breaking her heart over here.
And tell me there's no Santa.
Wait till you hear about the Easter Bunny.
Oh, fuck. I knew someone was going to go there. God damn it. Don't ruin Easter. It just came, and there was bunny poop everywhere. Don't do it!
You just ruined it all for me. Now I have to grow up.
What are you guys talking
You
about?
don't have to grow up.
Being
I
Toys R
don't-
Us kids?
no. My son asked me this morning, Mommy, what do you want to be when you grow up? I was like, fuck.
Happy, damn it.
I have so long before I decide. I don't
Retired.
I don't intend to grow up for a very, very long time. So,
I'm a Toys R Us kid.
right?
Right. Just tell your kid that. Be like, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid because there's so many fucking toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. That is
Yeah,
fucking brainwashing bullshit.
That's some bullshit.
Propaganda. That is. Holy fuck, look who's here.
This is
Oh, they
What
got
about
in. I was
What?
trying to make sure that these guys were coming in.
Yeah, that was.
here we are at
how-
the radio show.
How do you know
And
how you know you're
How
brainwashed?
did work get here?
When you can repeat jingles.
Yeah.
Right?
When you can repeat jingles that you haven't heard in years. That's how you know you've got a little.
This is
clean
why
brain.
I don't have television.
I
This is
fucking
why
hate
we
the
don't do
television.
TV.
Blow up the TV.
Like,
Blow it up.
yeah.
Throw it off
We
a
just
parking
watch
garage.
Netflix.
Movies are great vacations. There's still a whole lot of product placement, brainwashing.
Yeah.
Movies are great nap time.
yeah, for you, you know.
I think the issue really is the commercials, the buy the way it
advertisement,
teaches
capitalism.
children to have 15-second attention spans.
Yeah.
Like,
And
we
bug
don't-
mommy and daddy for
Yeah.
dumbass toys. And
Like when my kid gets around a TV that's on, like you can't snap him out of it because he just we don't do
zone
TV.
out.
Yeah, his brain shuts off and he'll sit there and be like, "Mommy, I want that. Mommy, I want that." And I'm like, "You don't even know what the fuck that is. Like, why would you want it?"
But look at those kids having so much fun with it, Mommy. Don't
Yeah.
you want me to be happy and have fun too?
Go outside.
and that's just low too, you know.
Go outside.
kids. Use them up good, cause god damn it, they sell. they do. You can't buy them though, little fuckers. Babies R Us. What a ripoff.
Oh right.
Anyways,
Really,
Girl Scout cookies
anything
and
at those stores that breaks in 5 minutes and they grow out of in 2.
and no fucking babies for sale.
You know, something I want to mention to people that
garages
I
for
know I
sale,
talked to somebody
garage
the other
sales.
day that did not know this. Like, the only reason that my kids ever wanted to go to McDonald's was the toy. People, did you know that you can go through the drive-thru and just buy the toy?
You cannot poison your
You
child.
don't have to buy the
Bam.
food. It's $1 for the toy. Buy the toy, go
buy
home,
a
make them a
toy.
burger, give them
Nourish
the
your
toy.
kids. Nourish
I
them.
just
Turn
I just
McDonald's
posted
into a
a.
drive-through toy store.
There you go.
Yeah,
They should-
exactly.
They would just find a way to poison that shit
It's
too.
like
It'd just be
$1 lead.
Chinese lead-filled shit toys, you know, with screws that easily come out and parts that you
But you know,
swallow.
like, my kids used to cry to go to McDonald's, but they didn't want the food. Like, they would throw the food away because they didn't like the food. They just
recognized
wanted
that it
the
was filth.
stupid
Because
toy.
your body rejects garbage until you get to a certain point and then it craves it. I
Yeah.
posted a story today, check it out on my Facebook if you have time, from naturalnews.com that says drinking high fructose corn syrup really does make you stupid. They did a test with these rats who, like, it makes your brain stop firing, and this is what we primarily feed our children. It's in everything. And how, like, what are we doing taking them through the drive-thru? Go home and eat some fucking vegetables out of your own goddamn garden.
I think it should be a mild form of child abuse to take your child to McDonald's. There should
Yeah.
be
Oh,
an age
yeah.
limit for that kind of shit.
And like children who are grossly obese who just get fed this junk food constantly, somebody
If that's
knock
all
on
you
that door.
Feed your children, you should be thrown in jail.
But here's the thing. In this country, it's 99 cents for a fucking Happy Meal. It's $5 for a salad, right? How do we feed our children good food without subscribing? You know,
Personal gardens.
we already have, 2-income households because nobody makes enough money, so everybody's got to work. So the
Right.
kids are home alone, so they got to cook fast food. So, mom is tired and she throws shit in the oven to. It's just ridiculous. We're in a state where if we don't start changing the way we live, the way we eat. How did Tupac say it? Anybody? The way we treat each other? All right. It's a hip hop
figure it
kind of
out.
day.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. during the break.
Let's talk about some sex.
We got to go to commercial.
Oh,
We're going to commercial.
Speaking of commercial.
And then we'll talk about sex.
Okay.
Are you a medical marijuana patient or interested in finding out how to become one? Contact Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. Conveniently located on Hamden and Tamarack in the Whole Foods parking lot behind Proof of the Pudding. Mile High Wellness offers a wide variety of edibles, hashes, and some of Colorado's top strains. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. 3525 South Tamarack, Suite 110, on the corner of Hamden and Tamarack. 720-382-8516. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern.
The law offices of Edson, Mayton, and Matz provide criminal defense, medical marijuana defense, and advice about setting up and running medical marijuana centers, optional premises cultivation operations, and infused product manufacturing businesses throughout Colorado. With offices in Denver and Aspen, we can offer assistance throughout the entire state of Colorado. Give us a call at 303-831-8188. That's 303-831-8188. Or visit us online at warrenedson.com.
California's Attorney General has determined that the Repeal Cannabis Prohibition Act will save hundreds of millions of dollars from our overburdened justice system while creating hundreds of millions in new tax revenues from new sustainable jobs and industries that are friendly to our environment. But we can't do it without your help. We are seeking your donations to get on the ballot. Please go to repealcannabisprohibition.org to learn more about how you can help. It's time to end the war on cannabis and hemp in California. It's time to end the madness. Paid for by Sensible Californians Incorporated.
Let's face it, rules and regulations are complicated, especially in the field of medical marijuana. Let Medical Marijuana 101 help you get through the compliance process. We can also explain to you your employment requirements, your employees, and your business. But our work doesn't stop there. Our experience in cultivation ranges from the design of grow rooms to the diagnosis and resolution of grow problems. Visit us at www.medicalmarijuana101.com or call 303-388-7706. That's 303-388-7706.
Hi, Josh Stanley here from National Geographic's American Weed. I'm here with my brothers, and we've just recently put together a foundation in Colorado to allow for cancer patients and other patients of debilitating conditions to be able to get a hold of cannabis-based oil that's just about free of charge. I've just about had it with seeing sick patients suffer needlessly just because they can't afford the proper medication. That's what the Realm of Caring is going to change. Visit therealmofcaring.com. The website will be complete and up on 4/20 of 2012. But until then, please contact any of us Stanley Brothers directly through email. You can get us at gratefuljosh@hotmail.com. Now come on, Colorado. We need to take care of each other. Join the Realm. That's realmofcaring.com. Thank you so much.
Are you a runner? Are you a runner who supports marijuana legalization? Run on Grass is a group of athletes actively seeking to change our marijuana laws. We speak the truth about cannabis, bringing the message through our feet to new ears. Check out runongrass.com to find out more about us, our events, and how to join up or how to sponsor a runner. If you're in the Denver area, please join us for runs or start a group in your area. Running not your thing? Any sport can do it. On grass. Runongrass.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Cusick from High Times Magazine, and you're listening to iCannabis Radio.
What up, what up? We're back.
We're back.
Hey, why did work follow us here?
It happens.
Work in the studio, work at home.
Work at home, like, work on the...
I don't know.
Work on
I'm
Facebook.
glad our work isn't so much work.
Right?
Whatever, like you guys don't enjoy your job.
There's very little work actually happening.
I hate my job.
Right? Really? I have to vacuum? Oh.
Yeah, I think
I get to dust the shelf today.
I haven't done anything.
Ryan's such a dictator. Go dust the shelf.
And then go home early.
And go home early. It's Saturday.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do that because I'm still fucked up from yesterday.
Right. We were going to talk about sex.
Yes.
Let's talk about some sex.
We're going to talk about safe sex.
Is there safer? Is it just condoms? Are there other? Because
there are multiple. I'm Dina.
Hi, Dina.
Hi. There's more you can do. I mean, obviously the original one is abstinence, so that's the safest way.
It's 99.99% effective.
Yes. That one though is not any fun. So the second there to take it to the next safe level is being with someone you have a relationship with. You go and get tested together. You make sure that person you're going to be spending time with is safe.
Right.
And again, that's walking into a relationship. You asked me how is there safer? That's safer. Go with your partner, get tested.
That's my standard practice.
Yeah. So
you get show me the receipt.
Exactly.
I want to see your test.
I want to see the thing. And that is the second safest, is going and making them get tested. After that, you've got condoms, and like in talking, I just found out you're allergic to latex. That makes it real difficult.
And I have 3 kids.
Yeah. So, but it is condoms. There's male condoms, female condoms. It's knowing who you're with. It's, being aware that there is, the times of, hey, I get to go have free love and sex and everything's going to be peachy or gone.
Yeah.
Because 1 in 5 people has HIV.
1 in 5?
1 in 5 will test positive for HIV, excuse me. 1 in 5 will test positive. There are 1.4 million people in the United States right now that have HIV. There are, out of that 1.4 million, about 290,000 of them are women. So you think about it, and I just read in the thing today that globally, women are half of the HIV population. You're led to believe that it's gay men and drug addicts, and that's it. Well, that's not it.
Not so.
Not so. We've lost 33.4 million people to this disease, and it's a human disease. And again, the reason I decided to come out and speak out was because when women find out, they usually find out in the late stages. So you're already sicker than heck, So it's okay, people, look at me. I don't look like the picture of AIDS. Maybe that will open your mind to say, that girl, that guy, I have no clue, because her, I would have never guessed. So it's educating yourself, it's knowing who you're sleeping with, it's if you don't know who you're sleeping with, which is perfectly fun as well, but just wrap it up. Is
that an effective means?
It is the most effective at this point, because again, you have to consider that you're not just protecting against HIV. You've got gonorrhea, syphilis, herpes. There are a plethora of STDs out there, not just HIV. But it's the stigma, it's what it carries, it's all the other stuff that goes with it. You can't take penicillin and it goes all away. So, the best thing is to, open your eyes, to start looking and seeing, who am I really sleeping with? Sex is awesome. It's great. Wonderful. But is it worth dying for? Is it worth being sick all the time? I'm sick all the time, and I'll tell you, it sucks. But I choose to keep living. I choose to allow my story to say, nobody else is speaking up. I don't see any other women out there, but half of the population has it. Almost 300,000 women here in the United States, and you don't hear anything. So you go to a club and she's all hot and you're all into her and you're getting down on it, and you have no clue. And in fact, I pulled a couple social experiments when I first got, about a year and a half after I found out. Went into a bar and we're dancing, and this guy was just all up on me, all night. Here he came. No thanks. Nice to meet you. I'm trying to be,
Yeah.
Finally, towards the end of the night, it's getting late. He's now toasted. And he comes up, come on, just give me your number. I said, would you like my T-cell or my viral load? He said, what? I said, you really need to be careful who you're saying that to. And he goes, well, what do you mean? I just want to take you out back and bend you over. I said, really? Does the fact that I have AIDS matter to you? Or the fact that you just approached someone like that? You need to open your eyes, bud.
Yeah.
He puppy-tailed it out there. 20 minutes later, came and tapped on my shoulder, and he said, thank you. Thank you. I will never approach that situation like that again.
Shit.
You know, because he goes, it made me go, oh my God, I could have, what if I had said yes? You know, what if I didn't care? There are so many people out there that I'm open about my status. I tell people I want to make sure they are one, educated, but also if I start gushing blood, get away from me. You know, so I want to make sure I'm protecting those around me. Not all people are like that.
Right.
And not all people are upfront about that.
And not everyone even knows their status.
And that was where it came with me. You know, I had this not this last blow up bomb, but the relationship before that, you know, we were together 4 years. And the whole time I was sick, and we had no idea. Now I had other issues going on, but I had 23 surgeries. I assumed they had tested me every single time. So wrong, because they didn't test me once.
Really?
So not one time.
You were sick though, and they didn't test you
Their
for...
excuse was that she did not look like the typical HIV patient.
They told me I was in corporate America, I wasn't a gay man, I wasn't a drug addict, so why should they test me?
Wow.
So I found out in the very, very late stages, I had 12 T cells when I started. Under 200 is AIDS. I had 12. And like the other day, I was happy to announce with a nice little steroid boost, I got 696.
Congratulations.
So, but I also think it has a lot to do. I know it has a lot to do with my medical use. It has a lot to do with the fact that I am getting out there and educating people on safe sex. You know, first and foremost, educate yourself. You know, you can't see it. You don't know. It doesn't look like it did in the early 80s, you know.
Right.
And what I'm trying to do is to be able to show these people, when you get this sick, guess what? There is a miracle plant out there that will help you live. And you can eat it, you can drink it, you can rub it on your arms, you can smoke it, you can vaporize it, it can come in extracts. And it just was this Willy Wonka factor. But on the other hand, it saved my life. I've cut out 12 pharmaceutical drugs out of my world. And I get out there and be able to let's talk about sex, and that's what I do. Hey, wrap it up. No, you can't see it. Know that there are other diseases out there besides HIV. But, and Hep C alone, there are 4 million people in the United States living with Hep C. So again, it's awakening a sleeping giant, I'm hoping, between the marijuana community, educating them and let them knowing because of the marriage that it has. Right. But then allowing them to take it to the next to say, guess what? Let me talk to your kids about sex. This is HIV. What is that? And starting that conversation again, because the conversation's dead. Now, thankfully, Arsenio Hall's been on Celebrity Apprentice, and he's been bringing awareness to Magic Johnson Foundation, which only took him 20 years to step up, but he did, which is nice. But, and they had a contestant on The Voice, and he was HIV positive, and so slowly, Elton John's getting ready to write a book. Hopefully that'll open the door. But again, it all points towards that gay men, and it's not just gay men, right. And it's really knowing this. You asked me the safest. Know your partner. Take them with you.
Yeah.
Know what you're doing. And then every year you make sure and continue to check yourself.
Even if you're
in a monogamous relationship.
Absolutely.
If you have been with that person for 20 years, you get a pap smear. You get an HIV test. And actually, one of the higher rates of infection is the senior citizens right now, because they're out there having unprotected sex, and they are getting sick.
Yeah. Are we talking about in like nursing homes?
Yes. We're talking over the age of 60. The age of STDs.
Thank you, Viagra.
Yes. STDs in nursing homes has been on the rise steadily over the last 10 years at least.
Yeah.
They're freak on. Can we provide them with safer methods, or
the
require
whole thing is
testing?
that they're from that era of you don't talk about it.
Yeah.
And
then
so
you be about it, and then
they're like, can I get that blue pill that I
off.
saw on TV so I can get it up, and then it's rotting off.
So it is. You have to think about, it's not just kids, it's not young adults, it's not middle age, it's not senior citizens, it's them all.
Yeah.
It hits every age group, and every race, every color, and it's hitting certain colors harder. The Black and Latino communities are being hit the hardest right now with HIV infections, and they're the ones that don't tell.
Yeah.
So again, it's being aware, educating yourself, knowing that you can be around someone who has it. You're not going to get it.
Right.
I can touch you, and you're not going to get sick.
That used to be how it was.
Oh, yeah.
I remember being a kid and being fearful of it.
Oh, absolutely.
I had a family member whose little brother had passed away from HIV, and it was a 13-year battle that he lost, and it became something very different as I watched that happen, and I watched him go through the Make-A-Wish Foundation and suffer so much, and there was so much love around him, and it went from being terrified to be in the same room to understanding that it's very different than what we originally thought it was, and it's safe with the right precautions.
Right.
I mean, we don't.
There are the right precautions, and I will tell you, as a person who, with that being in that place, you guys taking him in your arms, wrapping him in your love, that is meant the most to him. So, you need to know that when people you love and people you admire and respect say, "I love you anyway," it's really powerful.
Yeah.
And so I want to keep the negative. I want to keep the positive up, and and granted, it's a challenge, yes.
Yeah.
But it's choice. In the end, it's a choice. The way I personally look at it, and saying I can give, I chose to put my face on the front of the Post and smoke a bowl and say I have AIDS, and that was, oh my God, but then I've had such an amazing group of people come, and the ones that really shouldn't have been in my family went away. So I think the most important thing is to know that you can't see it. You cannot. It's not in a group that you think. There's not some magic way other than a test. There's an oral 20-minute test that you can they're gonna sell now over the counter. You can go std.alert.com. You can get them all over the mail. Protect yourself. Safe.
So wait, you can do it at home.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you don't have to.
You can get STD testing packets sent to you at home. You send it into a lab. They run the test. They send you the results.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to go to a clinic.
Never.
It's different for me. I'm a huge advocate of every 6 months you get tested, no matter what.
Good girl.
No matter how.
I am that gave me goosebumps.
I was with the wrong person who was with other people, and that I didn't want to have to kill someone for for infecting, for making me sick, and I'm every 6 months, and I know what it takes to get tested as a female. Isn't it different for men? Don't they have to
No, actually, no, not at all. It is like a Q-tip like thing, but you just rub it on the top of your mouth and rub it on the bottom of your mouth, and then it sits in a little cup for 20 minutes, and it kind of looks like a pregnancy test with a Q-tip on the end, and that is the oral swab. And so you just rub it in your mouth and let it sit there. It then tells you, like a pregnancy, yes or no, that you tested for the antibody, and that's what I was going to clarify. It tests for the antibody. Okay. Now, if you test positive for the HIV antibody, you would then need to go to a clinic to get blood drawn to confirm your diagnosis, get your T-cell viral load and other things gone. It tests for that antibody to see if there's a possible reaction to the HIV virus.
Right, but that particular test is only for the HIV antibodies.
Correct. There are others
do require
everything.
Swabs.
Right. Yeah. It depends on. Yeah. It depends on what they're testing.
Right.
Yeah.
What you're testing for.
But you can get full STD testing kits sent to you in the mail.
In the mail.
Well.
Yeah. Yep. Sure
not
can.
just the HIV
antibody.
test.
It's all of them. Yeah. It's all of them.
I haven't personally seen the male ones, but
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll send you.
That's much easier than. I mean,
yeah,
kids these days can go online and order this and whatever. Whereas, I remember when I first started having sex, even going into the gas station to buy condoms was like crippling. Like,
oh, exactly.
I was so afraid.
Yeah.
And when I had my 10-year-old come to me and say, hey, I had the sex talk with dad, but can you fill in the gaps? It's like, oh yeah. Let's hash this all out.
Exactly.
Let's get it all out there in the open.
We're gonna talk about this more when we come back from commercial here.
The law offices of Edson, Mayton, and Matz provide criminal defense, medical marijuana defense, and advice about setting up and running medical marijuana centers, optional premises cultivation operations, and infused product manufacturing businesses throughout Colorado. With offices in Denver and Aspen, we can offer assistance throughout the entire state of Colorado. Give us a call at 303-831-8188. That's 303-831-8188. Or visit us online at warrenedson.com.
Are you a medical marijuana patient or interested in finding out how to become one? Contact Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. Conveniently located on Hamden and Tamarack in the Whole Foods parking lot behind Proof of the Pudding, Mile High Wellness offers a wide variety of edibles, hashes, and some of Colorado's top strains. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. 3525 South Tamarack, Suite 110, on the corner of Hamden and Tamarack. 720-382-8516. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern.
Let's face it, rules and regulations are complicated, especially in the field of medical marijuana. Let Medical Marijuana 101 help you get through the compliance process. We can also explain to you your employment requirements, your employees, and your business. But our work doesn't stop there. Our experience in cultivation ranges from the design of grow rooms to the diagnosis and resolution of grow problems. Visit us at www.medicalmarijuana101.com or call 303-388-7706. That's 303-388-7706. Are you a runner? Are you a runner who supports marijuana legalization? Run on Grass is a group of athletes actively seeking to change our marijuana laws. We speak the truth about cannabis, bringing the message through our feet to new ears. Check out runongrass.com to find out more about us, our events, and how to join up or how to sponsor a runner. If you're in the Denver area, please join us for runs or start a group in your area. Running not your thing? Any sport can do it. On grass. runongrass.com.
Hi, Josh Stanley here from National Geographic's American Weed. I'm here with my brothers, and we've just recently put together a foundation in Colorado to allow for cancer patients and other patients of debilitating conditions to be able to get a hold of cannabis-based oil that's just about free of charge. I've just about had it with seeing sick patients suffer needlessly just because they can't afford the proper medication. That's what the Realm of Caring is going to change. Visit therealmofcaring.com. The website will be complete and up on 4/20 of 2012. But until then, please contact any of us Stanley brothers directly through email. You can get us at gratefuljosh@hotmail.com. Now come on, Colorado. We need to take care of each other. Join the Realm. That's realmofcaring.com. Thank you so much.
California's Attorney General has determined that the Repeal Cannabis Prohibition Act will save hundreds of millions of dollars from our overburdened justice system while creating hundreds of millions in new tax revenues from new sustainable jobs and industries that are friendly to our environment. But we can't do it without your help. We are seeking your donations to get on the ballot. Please go to repealcannabisprohibition.org to learn more about how you can help. It's time to end the war on cannabis and hemp in California. It's time to end the madness. Paid for by Sensible Californians Incorporated.
Hi, I'm Rick Cusick from High Times Magazine, and you're listening to iCannabis Radio.
What up, what up? We're back. Are we back?
We're back.
Oh, yay! You're good at that. I didn't even have to yell. He doesn't even know.
I feel like we need to say, oh shit, because we haven't yet today.
I screamed it last week.
Almost every week we've had an oh shit.
Oh shit! We're back. We're back.
Oh shit, we're here. And we are talking about STDs, protecting yourself, here with Dina.
It's hard because, okay, let's be real. We do this show because it's fun to talk about sex.
Absolutely.
Sex is one of the greatest things you can do. It is maybe the greatest thing you can do with your body. And, it's hard to kind of shift gears and look at kind of the
dangers of it.
The underbelly of it,
Exactly.
We talk a lot about the fun side, but it's so important to see that other side and to protect yourself.
That's why I was really, really proud of you both. I mean, because I listen to this show, I watch the show at Jenny's My Girl. You guys, you know, I do all my shopping at Mad Hatter. You know, Jeremy, they've become my family. You know, and it is fun, and it is talk about sex, and it is let's get crazy, and that is the fun piece. So for you guys to actually take the time out of your show to devote a little bit to say, hey, sex is awesome, we're going to keep doing this, but hey, guess what? There are some dangers out there too, and they happen to real people who you have no idea that you could be standing right next to. So I applaud you both for, you know, again, and I'm sorry guys, we're not and I will later, but you know, I really am really proud of you both for showing the audience. And again, it is just protect yourself, but
it's such an important part of who we are and what we do. And the medical marijuana community is built on this disease. I mean, the federal program was built on this disease. You know, not everyone that's still on it has HIV, but
it was one of the qualifying diseases.
Right, and those first, the 2,700 applications that were pushed through that got the federal program shut down was, as I understand it, primarily HIV. Victims of HIV from San Francisco. So the tie between the two communities is so huge, and the benefits of this plant with this particular disease is...
Well, and you know, if you don't mind, I'll take a couple seconds to talk about that. You know, I was really, really sick in the beginning and on a lot of medication, and I had to try and take that medication to live, but I couldn't keep the medicine in me. So I was in this place where I'm finding, and pardon me, picking my pills out of my puke because I can't miss a dose, and I'm trying not to die, and I'm trying not to give up, and you know, I've got the shingles, and I'm shaking and sweating and sick. And I walk into I get into a dispensary, and now I've got a cream that I can put on my shingles. I now learn that a sativa will make me stop vomiting. I know I can have a piece of candy in the morning, put that in there, then I can put my pills in there, then I can vaporize real quick afterwards, and I can keep my meds in me. But it was learning that process, learning I could eat this cookie for my intestines, and I could, you know, have this tincture for my pain. But in doing that, I not only was making my immune system stronger and me myself getting stronger, but I was also able to start taking other medications out of, I was on 18 at the time, so now I'm on 6, you know, so, beautiful. You know, and no narcotics.
Beautiful.
And so, you know, but it was through educating myself on cannabis, you know, having them kind of show me, you know, use this, you know, hash, use this, rub this on you. And so it was through a lot of, at first, trial and error, because you had to kind of figure out what kind of worked best for you. But to even have my HIV doctor work with my dispensary as a caregiver to make sure that everything was in blend with each other, you know, that was really cool to see too, to have my MD involved in my dispensary.
Right, and that's pretty rare from what I understand.
Very. They don't like it.
Right, because of the way that, you know, MDs want to prescribe pharmaceuticals.
Pills. Yep.
And that's what they know. Yep. That's where they get their summer house and their fucking boats and their kids' college fund.
Yep.
When they see something that's working, that's making them less valuable, I don't know what the word would be.
Well, I was blessed. You know, the gentleman I was working with at the time, Dr. Young, and my current physician, Dr. Lichtenstein, are both very supportive of my use because they've seen how it's changed my body. You know, I've been able to put on weight. I've been able to hold food down. I've been able to, you know, instead of being sick 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, I'm sick 4 days a week for 4 to 5 hours. To me, that's way better. You know, I don't have 30 symptoms. I have 3. You know, so it gave me a quality of life. It gave me a few hours as I started learning how to medicate with it that I could be okay, you know. And then that's when I started getting involved, well, after the article, and then met Jeremy and Jenny and Lauren and decided, hey, maybe we'll put this to a message because it has saved my life. And now at 696, both the doctors are going, this doesn't happen. This is, wow, how have you done this?
It's really amazing.
But it's about education.
Right.
It's HIV education, it's marijuana education, it's educating yourself Frankly, I was a pot smoker. I've been a pot smoker my whole life, but it wasn't until I got terminally ill or found out I was terminally ill that I learned about marijuana, that I learned about cannabis. Before I'd smoke a bowl, and it helped with depression, anxiety, and nausea for me, but I didn't know any real science behind it.
Right.
Didn't really see a cause behind it, didn't really see that a mission or anything like that. I'd have my ounce a month and recreationally smoke and call it good. And
I think that it's only recently that the science has been coming out, and that's what's so exciting. You see people like Dr. Dre here in her pregnancy studies, and Dr. Melamede in his endocannabinoid studies, and Shackelford. I mean, we have all these people stepping forward that are figuring out what's really happening with our bodies and why this plant is so beneficial. In so many different ways.
In so many forms. And that was what I liked. And I didn't have the side effects. I didn't have the detox. I didn't have the itchies. I didn't have any of the stuff that are narcotics and all the other pharmaceutical stuff they were given to me. So, if I ran out of bud and I'm out, today, I'm not going to sweat and shake and everything till I go to the dispensary tomorrow.
Right.
I'm going to be in some pain and kind of cranky, but I'm just, I'm not going to...
I won't be able to eat.
Withdrawal and detox and go through all of that stuff. And that was, again, one of the other draws to be able to say...
One thing that I noticed, because I use it for my RA, and which when I first was diagnosed with RA, I did have wastings. So I went down to 95 pounds from 220. So it was like really quick, and I couldn't keep the weight on. I was sick all the time. But I had to go about a month without smoking, and that month, everything hurt. It just hurt. I just hurt, and it was like, I had a new baby. I was trying to be a mom and take care of my life and run
function.
everything. Just function. And that's the thing with pain. People who suffer daily, you don't smoke to get high. You rarely get high. You don't get high. Get like to a baseline where life doesn't suck. And that's what I noticed after a month of not smoking, not having any cannabis in my system. That first hit that I took when I was able to medicate again, the entire world stopped buzzing. Like my body stopped buzzing. And there was just such relief that I cried. I laid there and cried. Because what are you going to do? And I'm sorry, Jenny, talk about it. We'll be there so soon. I love you. I love you. It sucks. I mean, I can't imagine what you're going through to not be able to medicate. I see you in pain almost every day, like just because you can't have your medicine.
Yeah. It really does suck. I'm sitting here
like
trying not to let my back cramp up. I'm like, but it really does. Cannabis definitely made a lot of difference in my life, and has definitely changed things not being able to have it. For sure.
Well, and you especially have seen the change in me from the beginning.
I've been there for the really, really bad. I've been there for the really, really good and the in-betweens too. But
so you've watched it help me.
For sure.
And that's what's so important is to share your story. I know that it must have took so much to even stand up and talk about your status, but to do it for people who haven't got there, who aren't that brave yet. That's what is really making a difference, not only in our community, but in the AIDS community, in the world. Like you have...
in the end, I think I just couldn't let it go. I couldn't let it be in vain. I couldn't let it be in vain. And I'm judged because of this, and I'm judged because of what I talk about. But I'm also hopefully getting through to a couple people in there too. And that makes it makes it not in vain. It makes it, there's a reason that this happened, and the reason was to educate people.
Yep.
So, the biggest thing that I want to encourage people to do is take control of your health. When you go into the doctor, don't let them just do the standard test. Demand that they do everything. This is a discussion that I had with my mom in the last few weeks about my daughter. And she told me, well, your daughter's had the standard test. And I'm like, why are you only doing this? And why was it only almost a year ago? I was like, you need to do this again. And it was a big argument between the two of us. And she has gone in and gotten tested and stuff. So definitely everyone, please take your health in your own hands. Demand that your doctors do what's right for you. You're your best advocate.
Be your own health advocate.
For sure.
Be your own
For
health
fucking
advocate.
real people.
Because
like,
I sat
holy
in the
fuck.
same doctor's office for 16 years and he never tested me, but I had every symptom on the list.
Jesus.
You have to be your own advocate.
Yeah.
Period.
And there's no getting around it because you're the only person that's going to have your best interest at heart, especially in the medical community. There's good doctors. I don't want to say that there's not. But you know, you gotta stay on top of them and educate yourself. Like that was the only way I got a diagnosis. $15 blood test that they could have done 10 years prior, and I wouldn't have had 10 years of pain and opiate addiction because of it. Like,
so every one of you stand up for yourselves, get tested, and we're gonna cut to commercial, and when we come back we will talk about the negative side effects of improper purging.
Hi, Josh Stanley here from National Geographic's American Weed. I'm here with my brothers, and we've just recently put together a foundation in Colorado to allow for cancer patients and other patients of debilitating conditions to be able to get a hold of cannabis-based oil that's just about free of charge. I've just about had it with seeing sick patients suffer needlessly just because they can't afford the proper medication. That's what the Realm of Caring is going to change. Visit therealmofcaring.com. The website will be complete and up on 4/20/2012. But until then, please contact any of us Stanley Brothers directly through email. You can get us at gratefuljosh@hotmail.com. Now come on, Colorado. We need to take care of each other. Join the Realm. That's realmofcaring.com. Thank you so much.
The law offices of Edson, Maton, and Matz provide criminal defense, medical marijuana defense, and advice about setting up and running medical marijuana centers, optional premises cultivation operations, and infused product manufacturing businesses throughout Colorado. With offices in Denver and Aspen, we can offer assistance throughout the entire state of Colorado. Give us a call at 303-831-8188. That's 303-831-8188. Or visit us online at warrenedson.com.
California's Attorney General has determined that the Repeal Cannabis Prohibition Act will save hundreds of millions of dollars from our overburdened justice system while creating hundreds of millions in new tax revenues from new sustainable jobs and industries that are friendly to our environment. But we can't do it without your help. We are seeking your donations to get on the ballot. Please go to repealcannabisprohibition.org to learn more about how you can help. It's time to end the war on cannabis and hemp in California. It's time to end the madness. Paid for by Sensible Californians Incorporated.
Are you a medical marijuana patient or interested in finding out how to become one? Contact Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. Conveniently located on Hamden and Tamarack in the Whole Foods parking lot behind Proof of the Pudding. Mile High Wellness offers a wide variety of edibles, hashes, and some of Colorado's top strains. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. 3525 South Tamarack, Suite 110, on the corner of Hamden and Tamarack. 720-382-8516. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern.
Are you a runner? Are you a runner who supports marijuana legalization? Run on Grass is a group of athletes actively seeking to change our marijuana laws. We speak the truth about cannabis, bringing the message through our feet to new ears. Check out runongrass.com to find out more about us, our events, and how to join up or how to sponsor a runner. If you're in the Denver area, please join us for runs or start a group in your area. Running not your thing? Any sport can do it. On grass. Runongrass.com. Let's face it, rules and regulations are complicated, especially in the field of medical marijuana. Let Medical Marijuana 101 help you get through the compliance process. We can also explain to you your employment requirements, your employees, and your business. But our work doesn't stop there. Our experience in cultivation ranges from the design of grow rooms to the diagnosis and resolution of grow problems. Visit us at www.medicalmarijuana101.com or call 303-388-7706. That's 303-388-7706.
tripping out. Everything in the room spinning, think I'm going fall down. Heart's beating quick, tripping out. Everything in the room spinning, think I'm going fall down. Heart's beating quick, tripping out. Everything in the room spinning, think I'm going fall down. Heart's beating quick, tripping out.
Rage on the mic, and we putting it on wax. It's the news time.
Hey, mama said the way you move gon' make you sweat, gon' make you groove. God, way you shake that thing gon' make you burn, gon' make you stay. Make you stay.
Hi, I'm Rick Cusick from High Times Magazine, and you're listening to iCannabis Radio.
Holy stoner hell.
Oh, we're back.
Only stoners are late.
Oh, that hurt.
To their own radio show.
That was like fingernails on a chalkboard.
Oh, that was healthy.
Piercing my brain.
Healthy, loud sound. We're sorry. Not sure what happened.
And we're back. Yay.
The thing was doing a dab.
Doing it.
It was dabbing inside of the circuits.
Somebody said holy sirens, Batman.
Yeah, it was fucking loud.
That hurt. It hurt really bad.
What?
Water, please.
He called me Miss Hemtress. That's kind of sexy. Like I'm a dominatrix name.
Yeah.
That would be it. Thanks, Randy. I'll take that one home. I'll take that one home with me.
That's a good point. You beat people over with weed.
Miss
Do I? I just convinced them to smoke weed.
No, if you're a dominatrix, chain them with hemp ropes. Oh, dude, we might have just come onto a new.
I'm into this.
It seems kind of counterproductive to be dominatrix smoking weed.
So, by the way, the other day when Heather and I took our little field trip to Pleasures.
Oh yeah, you guys. Did you go to Pleasures or Fascinations?
Fascinations, I thought.
Is there a difference?
Not really. Well, one
I think it was
usually-
Fascinations. It was definitely female oriented. Like, anyway, I saw a 400-foot rope, 400-foot bale of sex rope, and I was like, oh, Jenny Cush. I love her. Just thought you should know you were thought about on our trip to the sex store.
I'm so glad that people think about me when they go to the sex store.
I think people think about you a lot.
Right? I'm sure that could be
In a lot of
interpreted in many
ways.
yes. I always thought it was a compliment to a girl to say, hey, I jerk off thinking about you. You know, and why
That
is
is a compliment.
It should be, because
that's a compliment.
I take it as a compliment.
Well, yeah, but some girls seem to get all like, "Oh, that's fucking disgusting." It's like, I could think about anybody. In fact, let me tell you what, I could make up somebody. I can make up somebody, and I'm thinking about you.
Oh.
Well, I touch my wiener. That's a fucking compliment, baby.
I think it is a compliment. I have a lot of people that send me like messages on
That's
Facebook.
just creeper, though.
And it really is. Well, it is kind of creepy, I would
is.
imagine. But, it is a huge compliment. We could think about any fucking buddy we want. And if we're thinking about you, fuck.
Right?
Especially if you're in a relationship with that person that's thinking about you while they're touching themselves.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Well,
awesome.
obviously, that's not creepy. I'm just talking about
Right,
random people sending you a message. That's creepy.
I'm with December on that. Like, that happens often on Facebook. Like,
fairly often.
Especially now doing this show. Like,
2 or 3
you really
times an
open
hour.
yourself up to, like, some creepy people. But, everybody... everybody needs a little love.
I don't care. Just keep it to yourself.
As long as you're only thinking about it, just don't come to my house and look in my window and think about it.
Right. Beat your mate at your own house.
I mean,
in your own
don't
bedroom.
fly here from like New York or somewhere, and come to my window.
I'll give you your address. It's cool.
Great.
1234 High Lane.
I was thinking maybe we were getting too close as a work family with some of the things that you said over the last week, but giving out addresses, maybe
crossing the
line, just stepping over,
It's crossing
just
the line.
a tad.
No giving addresses. I'm not giving you my address. You can't have it.
Can I have it?
You can have my
Okay.
address.
I'll see you Sunday.
You need my address for Sunday, so we can all get rubbed.
Okay, so let's
Fuck yeah. Wait, before
Okay, so that means that we're gonna go over to Jenny Cush's house and get massages.
Yes.
By a masseuse.
Who I'm
Don't
paying
get crazy.
with tattoos to come and give us all massages.
Rub us down.
And if it gets good, I'm gonna massage myself.
I'll lock him in the bedroom and tie him up.
Okay, all right, we got enough sex rope. So
I have plenty of sex rope to tie him up.
we have Randy and Ryan here to talk about BHO. Go
Ash
talk
and
about
how
it.
wonderful it is.
So yeah, we just want to talk about
Talk about hash and why you like it first. Like, why is it so wonderful?
It's wonderful. To me, it's the most purest form of THC. It's the lifeline of the plant. It's like we're vampires taking out the all the goodness and leaving the plant matter and carcinogens behind. I've been smoking only wax for about 1.5 years now. I still love smoking a joint at a concert or whatnot. I'm not that bad, but
He's not a purist.
I definitely love the concentrate. But yeah, we want to talk about the dangers of butane extraction. Butane is definitely not for human consumption. Butane is actually, used to fill lighters. All butane that you buy at head shops or wherever you're buying it is actually only 80 to 90% butane. The rest is fillers. Part of those fillers is paraffin wax. Paraffin wax is definitely not a good thing to be inhaling. There's a huge debate on paraffin wax in your candles even. If you burn candles that are made of paraffin wax, they actually have toxins that are being burned in the air and you inhale them. There's many cases of people having lung cancer who never smoked cigarettes or weed or anything, but burned a shitload of candles because they wanted their house to smell good, and they had lung cancer. That's how bad
Jesus.
paraffin wax is.
Like, is there anything that's safe anymore?
Right.
Really? Like, there's so much toxic shit in our everyday environment that it's like, you can't do anything.
It's all about doing your research, though. I mean,
You can make your own candles.
Yeah, I
by the
mean,
way.
that's a lot of why.
Your own soap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, and that's a lot of why. That's why I started making my own wax, is because you know, being one of the purest forms of THC intake that you can do is dabbing a concentrate. For me, I wanted to make sure I'm dabbing a purest form of healthy concentrate. I don't want to dab something that not only has paraffin wax in it and fats in it, but who knows what kind of product they ran through there and what the product had in it, you know? What if they had mites? What if there was dust? What if their hands, they were touching it with bare hands and had nasty stuff in it? All that kind of stuff is dangerous, and it's going into something that people are relying on as their medicine daily. I wake up in pain every day, and I rely on a dab to relieve that. I don't want to wonder what was in that dab if all of a sudden there's no relief in there. So that's a lot of, you know, it's a lot in research. If it's important to you and it's a medicine, you should research it. If you're intaking it, you're inhaling it, you're eating it, anything like that, you should research it. It's no different from being an advocate on like testing and say sex. It's the same thing. You look out for your body and for your own personal good, and that includes researching what you're intaking, smoking, and medicating with.
Amen.
Amen. So yeah, the paraffin wax, definitely not good. People who've been smoking dabs for a while, people have dab cough, or you know, they wheeze, and that's actually the paraffin that's in your lungs. Paraffin is heavier than oxygen, so it actually asphyxiates you. It's heavy. It clogs your airways and causes you to wheeze and have problems breathing. And people associate that with dabbing. You know, it's harsh on my lungs. Well, it's actually the wax that's really harsh on your lungs. THC shouldn't be harsh on your lungs. So it goes back to, are we medicating or are we getting high? And I think with the paraffin wax, I mean, me and my friend Ross at Ready and Steady, you know, he brings up a good point. We've been medicating. We think we're dabbing and getting like high as hell, but the paraffin wax is kind of like altering it out and like bringing it down to like just getting high instead of really medicating, because the paraffin wax is causing problems on your lungs. It's not medicating, it's actually...
It's taking away some of the...
So, yeah, it's taking away from what should be pure medicine.
Right.
So without the wax in your oil, you're left with pretty much the blood lifeline of the plant. You know, the goodness, the pureness, that's what we all want when we're dabbing, you know, and when we're medicating. You know, we just want the medicine, not, I don't know.
And there's even ways, you know, it's not safe to extract yourself. It's safer to get it through a dispenser, through a professional, but there are ways to extract it even after you've bought the product. I'm a huge advocate for doing the research yourself on the safest method and best method for you. Google, that's your best friend for sure. I'd like to give a huge thanks to Stephen Lewis with the Teapot Lounge and Cherry Co. and all them there. He's the reason that I know about it, and he's the reason we started the research. He's the reason that really this whole thing started. Again, big shout out to Stephen Lewis. Thanks to him.
Hell yeah, we love Stephen Lewis.
Absolutely. He's supposed to come by here tonight.
Oh, he better hit us up on the
call
text.
somebody.
Yeah, he should definitely come. He's a good dude.
I hope he hasn't texted me.
Yeah, that right there's a dude who cares about the medicine just as much as we do.
For sure.
So now after the break, you're gonna tell us some cool ways of getting the paraffin wax out.
Yeah, there's definitely three ways that are known right now that you can definitely look up and research. So.
All right.
We'll get on that.
Sweet. I think we gotta
Alright,
jump to a
we
break
will
here.
take a break and we'll be right back.
Well, there's just a bunch of different customers.
Hi, Josh Stanley here from National Geographic's American Weed. I'm here with my brothers, and we've just recently put together a foundation in Colorado to allow for cancer patients and other patients of debilitating conditions to be able to get a hold of cannabis-based oil that's just about free of charge. I've just about had it with seeing sick patients suffer needlessly just because they can't afford the proper medication. That's what the Realm of Caring is going to change. Visit therealmofcaring.com. The website will be complete and up on 4/20 of 2012. But until then, please contact any of us Stanley Brothers directly through email. You can get us at gratefuljosh@hotmail.com. Now come on, Colorado. We need to take care of each other. Join the realm. That's realmofcaring.com. Thank you so much.
Are you a runner? Are you a runner who supports marijuana legalization? Run on Grass is a group of athletes actively seeking to change our marijuana laws. We speak the truth about cannabis, bringing the message through our feet to new ears. Check out runongrass.com to find out more about us, our events, and how to join up or how to sponsor a runner. If you're in the Denver area, please join us for runs or start a group in your area. Running not your thing? Any sport can do it on grass. Runongrass.com.
Are you a medical marijuana patient or interested in finding out how to become one? Contact Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. Conveniently located on Hamden and Tamarack in the Whole Foods parking lot behind Proof of the Pudding. Mile High Wellness offers a wide variety of edibles, hashes, and some of Colorado's top strains. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. 3525 South Tamarack, Suite 110, on the corner of Hamden and Tamarack. 720-382-8516. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern.
California's Attorney General has determined that the Repeal Cannabis Prohibition Act will save hundreds of millions of dollars from our overburdened justice system while creating hundreds of millions in new tax revenues from new sustainable jobs and industries that are friendly to our environment. But we can't do it without your help. We are seeking your donations to get on the ballot. Please go to repealcannabisprohibition.org to learn more about how you can help. It's time to end the war on cannabis and hemp in California. It's time to end the madness. Paid for by Sensible Californians Incorporated.
Let's face it, rules and regulations are complicated, especially in the field of medical marijuana. Let Medical Marijuana 101 help you get through the compliance process. We can also explain to you your employment requirements, your employees, and your business. But our work doesn't stop there. Our experience in cultivation ranges from the design of grow rooms to the diagnosis and resolution of grow problems. Visit us at www.medicalmarijuana101.com or call 303-388-7706. That's 303-388-7706.
The law offices of Edson, Mayton, and Matz provide criminal defense, medical marijuana defense, and advice about setting up and running medical marijuana centers, optional premises cultivation operations, and infused product manufacturing businesses throughout Colorado. With offices in Denver and Aspen, we can offer assistance throughout the entire state of Colorado. Give us a call at 303-831-8188. That's 303-831-8188. Or visit us online at warrenedson.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Cusick from High Times Magazine, and you're listening to iCannabis Radio.
What up, what up? We're back. Thanks for tuning in to Sexpot Radio. Stop coughing. God damn.
But it's kind of sexy.
Have some more water.
You have to call me. What did you call me?
Miss Hemptress.
Miss Hemptress. Oh, it's Mistress Hemptress. Mistress December sounds pretty nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mistress December, taking it back from the...
Mistress December. I had no idea that it was a fucking stripper name. You...
Take the power back.
Nobody told me that I had a stripper name because it wasn't a stripper name.
Sure.
It's not.
But it could be.
Okay, but I hear it now, and every time I hear my own name, I'm like, oh,
and every time I take a dab, I hear December. On stage left.
On stage now on stage B.
Stage 1.
It's your singles ready. Jesus Christ. Derail.
We still love you.
Thanks.
We should set up a pole in the shop.
You don't know. I was thinking about taking classes.
Like right across the street. They'll teach you. They're kids.
Right across the street. Yeah. On Colfax Bingo, I could have my own square.
Can learn how to strip with 3-year-olds.
If you haven't been to Mad Hatter's at 6091 West Colfax, you should stop in and say hi. There's no stripping, but if you come on the right day,
there could be.
There could be across the street.
It's a great show. You don't need TV. There's live stuff happening on Colfax.
It's
all
awesome.
day.
It's fucking crazy.
You don't need any.
We have a huge TV that we don't watch because we're busy looking across the street at the motel. I like their iron cross that they painted on their sign though now.
Right, you get an extra 20% off, I think, if somebody's actually being killed across the street. Just kidding. Just kidding. That doesn't happen.
No, it's not like that. It's not. Okay, let's get back to BHO.
So, Wait, somebody in the chat room was talking about a washing machine for solventless. You guys do you take hash and then blast it with butane? Is that what you do?
You can.
You can.
They don't want to give us any secrets.
Let's give
secrets.
give everyone a quick rundown on the different kinds of hash, because there's solventless, there's ISO, there's BHO, there's
Exactly.
Yeah, what we are referring to right now is BHO. It stands for butane honey oil. It's a butane extracted product. You are compacting your cannabis product through a tube, titanium, or glass. Those are the only type of tubes I recommend. That's one big thing in BHO safety. There's a lot of people out there using like PVC pipes because they see that stuff on YouTube. That is terrible. I mean, absolutely terrible. If you are using PVC pipe, please throw it away and call a glass blower or a head shop. Mad Hatter Smoke Shop, we sell them. We are out of stock, but we will get them ASAP.
We are out of stock.
Seriously though, you really need to do this research. I mean, don't be blasting on unsafe products. Stainless steel, I don't recommend, but it is a lot safer, a huge step up, obviously, from PVC. Not everybody can afford the glass or something like that.
It's pretty inexpensive.
Yeah, it really isn't all that, and it's worth it.
if you're making it with PVC pipe, come in, tell us that. We'll hook you up.
Yeah, seriously, we'll hook you up just because we don't want you to be
We are there
unsafe.
for you. Please come tell us this.
And the other types of hash, there's bubble hash, which is a solventless water extracted hash. There's also
What's the difference between bubble hash and BHO as far as like effects? What is that going to?
You still have plant matter in bubble hash. You still have carcinogens. Where with BHO, it's just strictly like the.
It's just the trichomes. Okay, so you need less.
Absolutely.
You're also getting a greater return on the BHO.
You're talking to the microphone.
Yeah.
Step up to the mic.
You get a bigger return.
Yeah, you get a bigger return on BHO. Mostly because you're pulling straight THC. You're not getting all that plant matter. Sorry, I can't look at you when I'm talking into this mic.
It's okay. It kind of looks like you guys are making out. So.
Sweet.
This is Sexpot Radio.
So yeah, you get a nicer return. Not only that, I mean, it's not really safer, obviously, but you get a cleaner product, in my opinion. Like Randy said, there's no carcinogens as far as plant matter carcinogens. When you soak plant matter in water, and evidence of this is your bong water, it will change colors due to all the shit that's pulled out. Chlorophyll, nutrients, chemicals, all the shit that's left in the plant. Some of it's good, not all of it. With BHO, you don't get that. As long as you're doing a proper process, you're getting straight concentrated THC. In my opinion, that's what I want. I don't want plant matter. That's why I smoke concentrate.
Are you getting any of the BHO, or the butane? Are you getting any of the butane?
If you're unsafe.
If you make it right, no, absolutely not.
So, none. There's none in there.
I mean, we need more testing needs to be done, but yes, there's labs that do testing, and there's.
How do you get it? How do you get it out? I mean, if you're blowing butane through all of your medicine, there's bound to be some left over. How do you?
You actually don't have to do anything. If you search the boiling point or evaporating point of butane, it's very low. It's close to room temperature. If you just left it in room temperature, you'd be okay.
For days?
Everybody's process is different, but
my hint is be patient.
So is there a way to tell if a particular batch of medicine has something in it that's going to harm you?
if it crackles, if it sparkles when it's
like that shit.
Flame.
Right.
Yeah,
Flame is a good indication.
But
flames
before
maybe
that,
a little bit.
before that point, before you even scrape your dish that you have run your BHO into, if there is a bubble that is cloudy, it is not a clear bubble, that cloudiness is butane. Do not smoke that. Do not scrape that. Just leave it. Just let it do its own thing and let the butane evaporate.
So the consistency of BHO is
millions of different kinds.
Why?
Sugar,
why?
butter.
If it's pure trichomes, why is it so different?
Altitude, humidity,
temperature, water, everything.
Processing.
The whole recipe.
Extraction
It's
process.
like cooking.
You can make there's 45,000 different recipes for cheese and chicken enchiladas. Everybody's got
Mine are the
different-
best, though.
Exactly. Everybody makes their oil. You can pull up YouTube and watch
millions of
Right.
so many different recipes.
But
and it's
you do the same thing every time, and yours
100,
always
yeah.
looks different.
Yeah.
Right. Product, beginning product has a big factor.
Okay.
What you're working with is a big factor in what your end product's going to be.
Different strains produce different terpenes, different oils, different levels of trichromes. So you're just going to get different things.
Absolutely.
I want to encourage those people out there that are making hash for themselves with butane to wear masks when you're
Absolutely.
doing
Always.
it.
Great
And
air filtration
tell people
is super
what
important.
the side effects are of breathing in
Butane
that
is the same
butane.
as paraffin wax.
I pulled it up.
You're breathing in the paraffin wax, but butane is also heavier than oxygen. So
it's
It
nausea,
says,
headaches.
Butane gas
heavy headaches.
inhalants enter through the pulmonary system. They immediately enter the blood supply and within seconds produce intoxication. Acute effects include dizziness, increased blood pressure, tachycardia, impaired coordination, disorientation, temporal distortion, confusion, thick slurred speech, delirium, hallucinations, assaults, and suicide attempts.
Minus that last one, that sounds a lot like LSD, sounds pretty positive, so it's not really that.
Agitation, seizures, ataxia, headache, and dizziness.
That sounds pretty not
Yeah,
enticing.
it's
There you
terrible.
go.
So wear those masks. You can get them cheap.
Always wear a mask.
Please, please.
Yeah.
And I mean, even though butane is heavier than oxygen and it's going to fall, you are still standing right over your dish. And a lot of people are crouched over that. I mean, just think about it. You don't want to breathe in that gas. And that's the other reason. I mean, you really need to think about the things you're doing here. Extracting a product with butane can be safe. It's just like extracting anything. There's millions of different all natural medicines that are from extracted naturals, and there's also different things that we eat that are partially extracted and maybe pushed down into finer forms. All of them you think about and you research before doing, because you're eating it, you're inhaling it, you're using it, and you're relying on it. If you're not researching it, you're just being almost facetious. You're being negligent for sure.
Absolutely.
It's not really hard to research the few ways to filter out any bad things that can be in your products.
Now, the people who are wanting to get into actually doing their own, what are the safety precautions outside of wearing a mask that they need to?
Ventilation, air,
Yeah, you
open
need to be
area.
you need to be outside. Just do it outside.
Don't be inside. Don't be
inside at
downstairs
all.
in the
Don't-
basement. Don't
yeah,
be stupid.
Don't try and ventilate an inner area. That when we say ventilation, that means outside.
That doesn't mean a fan in the
And
window
not
because
during
it's
a
gonna
lightning
pull.
storm.
Yeah, do it outside. And I probably would recommend no wind. I actually wet my entire backyard down before I spray, causing it to be a little bit humid there, but it lets everything stick. Nothing moves around. You don't have to worry about contaminants flying into your dish. That's a big secret right there for people who are having those problems or in windy, flat areas in other states. Go to maybe a backyard where you maybe have a fence and wet everything down.
When you can
but
also
again,
use
outside.
like a window screen. I recommend a window screen. You can cover your purge container.
There you go. I actually buy my Pyrex from Walmart, where they have the screw.
Fuck Walmart.
Yeah, screw Walmart, but they actually have lids on their Pyrex.
Fuck Walmart.
See,
Yeah,
the
fuck
internet
Walmart.
is sweet because you can say fuck and shit and anything else on internet radio, not like FM, AM. You can't. No.
Sorry
rules.
for anyone who's
The
listening
law
from
offices
Walmart,
of Vets and Maiden and Mats
Whoa.
provide criminal defense, medical
guess it's break
marijuana
time.
defense, and advice about setting up and running medical marijuana centers, optional premises cultivation operations, and infused product manufacturing businesses throughout Colorado. With offices in Denver and Aspen, we can offer assistance throughout the entire state of Colorado. Give us a call at 303-831-8188. That's 303-831-8188. Or visit us online online at warrenedson.com.
Let's face it, rules and regulations are complicated, especially in the field of medical marijuana. Let Medical Marijuana 101 help you get through the compliance process. We can also explain to you your employment requirements, your employees, and your business. But our work doesn't stop there. Our experience in cultivation ranges from the design of grow rooms to the diagnosis and resolution of grow problems. Visit us at www.medicalmarijuana101.com or call 303-388-7706. That's 303-388-7706.
California's Attorney General has determined that the Repeal Cannabis Prohibition Act will save hundreds of millions of dollars from our overburdened justice system while creating hundreds of millions in new tax revenues from new sustainable jobs and industries that are friendly to our environment. But we can't do it without your help. We are seeking your donations to get on the ballot. Please go to repealcannabisprohibition.org to learn more about how you can help. It's time to end the war on cannabis and hemp in California. It's time to end the madness. Paid for by Sensible Californians Incorporated.
Are you a medical marijuana patient or interested in finding out how to become one? Contact Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. Conveniently located on Hamden and Tamarack in the Whole Foods parking lot behind Proof of the Pudding. Mile High Wellness offers a wide variety of edibles, hashes, and some of Colorado's top strains. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. 3525 South Tamarack, Suite 110, on the corner of Hamden and Tamarack. 720-382-8516. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern.
Are you a runner? Are you a runner who supports marijuana legalization? Run on Grass is a group of athletes actively seeking to change our marijuana laws. We speak the truth about cannabis, bringing the message through our feet to new ears. Check out runongrass.com to find out more about us, our events, and how to join up or how to sponsor a runner. If you're in the Denver area, please join us for runs or start a group in your area. Running not your thing? Any sport can do it. On grass. Runongrass.com.
Hi, Josh Stanley here from National Geographic's American Weed. I'm here with my brothers, and we've just recently put together a foundation in Colorado to allow for cancer patients and other patients of debilitating conditions to be able to get a hold of cannabis-based oil that's just about free of charge. I've just about had it with seeing sick patients suffer needlessly just because they can't afford the proper medication. That's what the Realm of Caring is going to change. Visit therealmofcaring.com. The website will be complete and up on 4/20/2012. But until then, please contact any of us Stanley brothers directly through email. You can get us at gratefuljosh@hotmail.com. Now come on, Colorado. We need to take care of each other. Join the Realm. That's realmofcaring.com. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Rick Cusick from High Times Magazine, and you're listening to iCannabis Radio.
Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead?
What up, what up? We're back.
Oh, now we're back. That is one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, no, I was kind of hoping we were about to jam after that.
Okay, so we know of 3 ways back to the butane and paraffin wax and all that nasty chemical crap that's in your wax that's on the shelves right now at your local dispensary that you love. We know of 3 different ways right now. There's probably more, but the most effective, efficient ways. What we seem to use and like the quickest and best way is activated charcoal. Activated charcoal is something that they use when you overdose on something or have too much to drink. They plug it in your stomach and it absorbs all the toxins and you puke it out.
Or poop it.
Or poop it. So what we have here is activated charcoal. You have your glass tube. We like to put it on both ends. There's a reason for that. We put it on the end with the butane hole. Then you fill it with grass. Then put your last few grams on top of the tube. Put your filter on. Blast it. What that does is as soon as your butane tube touches the charcoal is already purifying the butane. It's taking out the paraffin wax, the fillers, the fats, all that nasty crap. So what's hitting your grass is just butane. Then it's going through the grass, coming back to the last end of charcoal, and what that is doing is taking out all the impurities of the grass, whether there's powdery mildew, bugs, or any of that nasty crap that's in the grass that you're working with. Most people are working with trim, or whatever, and who knows if it's been on the ground or what it's picked up in the process. So then you're cleaning not only the butane, but you're cleaning the oil and the wax. So then you're left with pretty much a very clean product. You do your recipe after that. So that's one way of cleaning the wax out. And then another way is a hot and cold process. I've done this before. It's very time consuming. You get a boiling pot of water.
Keep in mind, this is something you can do with your waxes you already have. This is
Yes,
something
I would.
recommend.
If you already have wax, do this and fucking make a video, please, and put it on YouTube, because it is amazing what you will see. Boil water and put it in a jar once it's boiled. Put your wax or your shatter or whatever you have in this water. It's weird because you're like, why would I put my oil in water? Just do it. Put it in the water and start shaking it. What you're gonna see is a fucking snow globe effect. It looks like snow. All the wax is being released out of your oil, and it's like dandruff. It's white wax, and it comes out of your oil that you've been smoking
Even
and
when
loving.
you can't see it.
You cannot see it.
Ugh.
So
this is wax, not butane.
This is the paraffin wax and chlorophyll
Right.
and all shit that, if people grind the fuck out of their product before they make it, that also releases chlorophyll. And
Right.
sometimes you can't get all that out especially if you're not using the charcoal. So all this stuff will be coming out in the water. Put the water in the fridge, put the water in the freezer. Keep shaking it, on and off. Process takes like 30 minutes. Once the water that was originally boiling is now cold, room temperature, you're left with a hockey puck on top of the water. Like a, hard disk. It's new clean product. And your water is fucking, what was absolutely see-through is now disgustingly cloudy and makes you want to vomit because you've been smoking that shit.
And that's how you can clean dispensary oil that you've bought if you
How
are afraid
much
of it.
oil do you need to do that process? Can you do it with any amount?
Yeah. I mean, if you have a gram, if you have a half a gram, you'll lose a little bit because all that shit's coming out, but that stuff is in there right now.
And that's the stuff you don't want to smoke anyway. You want to lose that shit.
So a question from the chat room is there a best brand of butane to use in your
Vector
method?
is all we know right now.
So I wanted to touch on that as well. Give me 1 second. There's one third way to wash your product post running it, meaning after it's sitting in your dish. It's an ISO wash. It's a lot of people don't like it because you lose a little bit of flavors and scents, but just a couple drops of ISO alcohol, 99% only, higher if you can get pure alcohol, and just a few drops along your product to clean it out. Again, I don't really recommend it if you like the taste of your product. A hot water, cold water process is very effective. It's very safe. That's the other thing with ISO. It can be unsafe if you don't know what you're doing. But the butane I wanted to touch on. Everything, in my opinion, needs to be ran with medical grade butane. That's what charcoal filtering does. Turns your butane to medical grade. Anything less than medical grade, you can buy somewhere like your head shops, local head shops, wholesale stores.
You can come get it at Mad Hatter's.
Damn right. We always carry Vector. We keep it in stock constantly. Sell it by the case, by the can, by the master case, whatever you want. I recommend Vector and Vector only. That's all we use. It's the safest. It's over 5 times filtered. There's other brands out there. They're not known to be quite as safe. They have maybe a few more
Magnum,
waxes.
5 times X and 7X. They say 5X and all that shit, but it's a scheme. They're not even 5 times refined.
Magnum's a dead giveaway. All you have to do is spray it out into the air. It smells fucking terrible.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Sulfur. It's got
So
shit
really,
in it. It's bad.
no matter what you're using, you should filter it through charcoal.
Always.
In my opinion, yes.
Always.
Yeah,
Or
I
some
always
other
recommend that.
The world.
quality filtering method.
Yeah,
Yes.
if you can find a better quality method, maybe a multiple coffee filter. There's actually lab grade filters out there that you could use. Maybe put the lab grade filters in for a pre-wash, like the charcoal's working as a pre-wash. Those are great. But yeah, I really recommend washing everything before you run it.
Good filtration is really the secret to good hash.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Healthy.
Somebody had touched on, Randy had touched on a machine that reuses the butane. I personally wouldn't recommend that. I have no idea about the process. But yeah, to me, that doesn't seem very safe, especially using butane that isn't medical grade. If it is medical grade, awesome. I would totally reuse that because it's safe butane.
And it's $800 a gallon.
Yeah, exactly. But more power to the people
Reuse
who
that
are
shit.
using that stuff, you know. That's caring, and that's what it should be. That's why I make my own. That's why I give my friends free stuff of stuff that's safe.
So if you want free stuff,
all right. Again, big shout to Stephen Lewis from Pink House. That guy's the reason I know
Ross,
about it.
ready and steady glass.
Cool. I think our computers are possessed today.
I think so.
Super. We're going to talk about...
Yeah, I'd like to thank these guys so much for their information tonight. We are going to move on to the 420 wellness
Well,
video.
the patients. It's important that we're helping people
Absolutely.
and that we
Start
separate
medicating again.
Separate partying. I mean, partying's
Yeah.
great. Like it's an unfortunate side effect to the government that cannabis makes you happy when you smoke it to the average person. You know, I'm sorry it makes
It
people
also
have
makes you
fun.
think.
Makes you think. It
Yeah.
opens your
There's the
mind.
danger.
Yeah, sorry for being
You
a
know,
free
like,
thinker.
Other side effects. But it's important that for what we're doing, especially in Colorado, that we maintain an image. Yes, while it is fun, it's not like dispensaries aren't a place to have parties. You know, it was established that. I mean, it could be, it should be in the future. Hopefully, it will be. But right now,
let's
it's
roll
really
into
not.
this video quick, and then we'll get into the discussion about what's going on in this industry and how this particular dispensary I feel is making a mockery
Yeah,
of
so
it.
check out these jackasses.
Jackasses.
Yeah, jackasses.
I tell you, I'm a man who believes that I
Okay, juvenile. Live.
Can't hear it.
Too short, Devin the dude. Now we got juvenile. Nino, you heard me? Doing it big, baby.
Yeah.
420 entertainment, we trippy, man.
Are they Colorado patients?
420 entertainment coming soon.
How's that legal?
Exactly.
What they do, shut down.
Take it to the air.
Come on down to the 420. Get your prescription. I need some of that. That's right. That's right.
Devin the dude.
Dude, he gets down.
Devin the dude.
All right, so really, for anybody that was watching this, there's so many things wrong with the video that we just saw, in my opinion.
This is non-Colorado patients. These people are advertising that non-Colorado patients are coming to their dispensary. Too short.
Devin the dude,
Devin
36
the dude,
Mafia.
These guys are all coming in there and buying their weed there.
I know for a damn fact.
Come
I
get
live
your
here.
prescription here and like.
It's like, dude, this
get
ain't
your
fucking
blaze on. Like,
California.
what the
dude.
fuck?
Like, I know that we got California.
This, unfortunately,
places,
this
but-
is the same dispensary that won at the Cannabis Cup with one of their hashes, right?
I hope not one of their hashes
What
that
did
blew
they-
up
No,
on
420
fire.
Wellness.
It's the
did
one
not.
that was started on. It's yeah. It's,
I thought they won
420
something.
Wellness won the Jackass of the Year award by having hash that shoots
Right,
2
but
feet
didn't
up.
they get
No, they
something
did win
at
an
the
award,
Cannabis
but I do
Cup?
not
No,
believe
no
it was for
actual
hash.
genuine award. Did they?
They won
No,
something.
it was not
at
for
the
hash,
Cannabis
but
Yeah,
they
it's not
won
for
something
hash.
for
They
sure.
won, like,
Yes,
8
they
awards or
did.
some shit.
They did win something at the Cannabis Cup. I can't remember what. I have to look it up. That's my bad. But they were in the Westward. William Breathes did a report on them. He had gotten some hash from them that didn't spark.
That
It
ignited.
straight up 2-inch flame
You
off.
remember that
the
video,
rail.
Randy?
Flame on.
So we just wanna point out that was a terrible video.
That was
I'm
absolutely.
I mean,
all
that was great for a
atrocious.
music video and whatnot, but for a representation of the medical community and
Was
the
that an
dispensary,
ad for their dispensary?
Yeah.
I think
This
so.
is their 420 Wellness Group. 420 Wellness Dispensary, whatever they are, they've come up with an entertainment company called 420 Entertainment, and they are bringing.
promoters.
Yes,
Okay.
and they're bringing in different.
And supplying their the entertainers with weed,
yes,
apparently.
they're bringing people into Colorado
I-
and supplying them with weed.
So what are they doing? Are they like using it as a tax write-off or something?
You know, I don't know that they gave them weed. I don't. Whatever. They're clearly
they're smoking blunts, dude.
Too
so is that a
Short
tax
is
write-off?
straight up like this is where I buy my weed. Like
they're clearly not Colorado medical marijuana patients.
Well, unless they just moved here,
I have a
maybe
problem.
they do. You know, we hold on. We don't know that. In defense of the dispensary, not that I shop there or anything.
Right.
In defense of the dispensary, we don't know that these people did not move here for whenever. Because I'll tell you what, when I moved here, I did get my card pretty quick because I needed it.
Right.
But I had proof of residence, and I got my card pretty quick.
But what we do know.
Here's what I have a problem with. I have a problem with the way that they are representing our community. And
Agreed.
Time and time again, we have taken this away from the patients, which is what the law provides.
Yep.
It's for the patients. And I'm not against legalization. I'm not against recreational smoking. Do you, boo-boo? I don't care. But it's about the patients. And if you impinge on my rights to get my medicine, we're going to have words.
Was this their response to the Flame video, or did they have a response to that?
I don't think they ever responded to
This
that.
has nothing to do
They
with
tuck
that.
their head in the
Just further
sand.
So this is
promotion.
their next
This
entry.
is they're starting an entertainment company. They want to make more money. And
That is their bounce back, basically.
and you
So,
know,
yeah, I
I
just
mean,
wasn't
they
sure
they
if they
talk in
came
the
to their
video.
customers or just let the customers have this as their next. They
This
never
is-
said I'm
and
sorry, or
those-
they just put out a
Right.
video with Too
This
Short.
is just
And the
hi,
thing is
check out
those
this
of
new
them-
video.
That's who you support.
Those of us that follow the law know that it's not a prescription. If it was a prescription, I would be sitting here smoking with all of you if this was a prescription. And they are making a mockery of this fucking system. Sitting on there saying, come in here and get your prescription. It's not a prescription, people. It's a recommendation. And I'll be damned if you guys are going to put out videos with shit like this and get away with it. I want to go down there and bust some heads. Like
I can't believe that was really made,
Here's what
actually.
happened when we pushed through, when we had the federal program, and then we pushed through 2,700 people, all in one day. The feds came in and they said, "Fuck you."
Well,
It's
every
over.
time something
And
like
that's-
this comes out, it makes it a joke, and that's why it's so hard for people like me
But wait,
to take it to court and be like, "No, it's not a joke. I really do need this."
The real world really did show
But-
and let in a good light on the medical marijuana. I can't even joke about that. I'm sorry.
Shut up.
Fucking shit, like all these stupid things, but that's the
It is.
representation. People are gonna say, "Oh, well, that's how it is in Colorado. They fucking party in their dispensaries, and that's where you can just go to
We
Colorado."
have medical
Cool at all.
marijuana. We don't have recreational marijuana. I wish we did.
Working
but
on
we
it.
don't.
Right. Let's fight for it. Let's move forward as logically and as logically as we can. But these people that are touting this,
It's hindering the fight right now, I think. In my
Yeah.
opinion, it's hindering the
Absolutely.
fight. Just like
It's
Gemma
dangerous.
Star's shitty real world, like that's not
and
what
Brittany,
it's really like.
Brittany's super stoner on
Right
on the soup.
Just all the various
You're
things.
reinforcing the stereotypes, and if you want to break out of that stereotype, stop acting like that. Stop doing it in front of cameras. Come on.
But that's the shit that's all about ratings, you know. They're not going to want to fall around people, say from the hospice or the nursing homes or whatever, people that genuinely are good for the sick image, because if you can't see the illness, well, you don't count, and if you can walk, well, you don't count, and if you can, it's a whole list of just shitty stereotypes. It does come down to it, and so that's what the people on TV and shit go for. So when they see a video like that and you get that's how it's going to come out, though. It's not all the people that are fighting for it. It's not all the people that need it. I mean, everybody may need it, but it's going to be that kind of celebrity-looking bullshit that is going to be what people look at and say, "Oh, fucking, let's go to Colorado. Look, that's where even famous people
Right.
shop there. We just go get our weed and our bling on all at the
Everyone
same
can just
time."
go get it. Like,
And it's they're
not
just
how it works.
handing
You
it out.
can't just walk into these dispensaries and be like, "I want some weed." Like
you got to
hand me
go through
sack.
a whole
Like,
process. It's an arduous process.
It
When I
is.
got my card, and the first time I went into a store, I cried. Like, I'm buying weed at a store. I'm buying weed at a store. But it's like, you have to see a doctor. You have to talk to him about your medical condition. You have to go through all your paperwork. To get your recommendation, you have to mail it in. You have to wait for your fucking red card forever.
And then sometimes it gets sent back, and you have to send it back
Oh,
in
God, I
and
went through
start
that.
all over. And it is a long process. And
I have yet to see proof of children getting marijuana in dispensaries, but it's clear that if you're an out-of-state rapper, or maybe not out-of-state, we've proven this already, but if you've got the right money or
Here's
the
the
right
thing,
connections,
if-
or you're a sweet rapper or
Too
not a
short.
sweet rapper.
Huge fan here, but if you're a Colorado resident with a red card, please stand up for this community and buy your weed at a store and holler about it all you want.
Or from
but
your authorized caregiver.
Right, but stand up for this community and say, hey, weed helps me, not smoke this weed at this blunt. It's a little ridiculous. And
Don't
and you're
make a
making,
joke of it.
You're making an ass out of yourself and the community. Like, this is the medicine that keeps me alive. You remember when your parents were here and I hit you up? This dude made me some oil, and I hit him up because I'm like, homie, my back went out. I couldn't take care of my son. I didn't know what to do. I smoked some of your oil. I can fucking move. Like, that's what it's about. It's about patients who fucking need it. We need it to survive. We need it to thrive.
And
oh, Jenny, every time I look at you, honey, it fucking breaks my heart.
Hey, amen though. That's why we do what we do.
And so, Colorado, we have the joy of being able to go to most cities, not all cities in Colorado, but most cities, and there's a store or multiple stores where you can walk in, show them your proper credentials, and you can legally buy fucking anything with cannabis in it. Balms, salves,
coffee
grounds,
today I bought some lotion.
candies, lotions.
Oh, I bought it for after my soccer games. It's great.
Smoking, vaping. I mean, dude, Colorado, we're pioneering everything. If you don't live in Colorado, then figure out what makes it so cool. And if you're working on something in your state, if you want to know the secret and the trick is simple. Get that shit put into your state constitution. That's why Colorado is doing as well as that we're doing, because we wrote it into our state constitution, which just reasserted our own right as people. The government doesn't get to give us rights. That's just not how it works.
That's why they're called rights.
If you're fighting
They're
in your
supposed
state,
to be our voice.
Right.
People,
Right.
remember,
It's
they are
the
not
people,
over us.
not
We are over them.
assholes.
Damn right. So
we are
How many-
over
How
them.
many people don't even realize that? How many people?
All Americans.
Probably 85, 90%. That's
We are sheep, and that's what they want. People wake the
Turn
fuck up.
off your fucking TV and stop eating the GMOs. God damn.
Go vegan.
Maybe do something else on Sunday
Don't
too.
get crazy. Don't get crazy. I love a steak.
Do something.
I
Do
love
something
a
else on
steak.
Sunday. Treat yourself. You know. Don't.
Are you
Go to
saying no church? No church.
Like free your minds. Free your minds. That's all I'm saying. Free it.
That's what's so dangerous about
Research.
cannabis.
Yeah.
That's what's so dangerous because it makes you think, it makes you talk, it makes you. This is my ultimate bullshit meter. I can't even watch like TV when I smoke a bowl because my bullshit meter is like, this is all just dumb shit. They're feeding you and you are eating it. Like
Remember
the
the
sheep that you
commercial?
are.
Remember the old commercial with like the dude smoking a joint and he's all melting into the couch. He's like all flat watching TV.
Yeah.
Like that's so not how it is. Like,
No,
I gotta
that
say
that
that.
was
You're
how it
smoking
was
swag, like,
when I
when you're in high
I
school.
first started smoking.
That's what my parents hated, that
I started smoking at 24. I was, already on 15, 16 different pharmaceuticals. When I would smoke, it would just relax me completely, and I would sink into the couch and I'd be there for hours. But as I moved past that and realized that this was going to be a part of my daily life, I realized how fucking awesome it is to smoke a bowl and then sit and play in the water and do the dishes. Or like get on the floor with my child who wants to play blocks, and all he wants is a mother who is completely present, and that's what cannabis does. It brings you present with the moment, and that's so dangerous to our government. All right,
You enjoyed all the natural things in life there too.
Right.
Damn right.
Right. Like
helps
sex.
things not suck so bad because we do some nasty shit to ourselves as far as society, and cannabis helps us free ourselves of that shit. So please, people, the message of this, the moral of this is expand your mind. Free that shit.
Do your fucking research.
Yes.
absolutely. I'd like to thank you all for joining us tonight on Sexpot Radio. Next week we will be bringing in the guys from Top Shelf Extract. I'm like looking at your shirt trying to remember what I'm saying.
What the fuck?
Top Shelf Extracts, and we will also have Lester from Swagger Glass in here.
Also this Saturday, join us at the Capitol from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Come on out for a little civil disobedience. Smoke a bowl or two, make a sign, protest, rally.
And also, don't forget to check out Mad Hatter Smoke Shop, 6091 West Colfax Avenue, Lakewood, Colorado.
Or 2615 Walnut.
Who is in our chat room posting John Madden over and over again? Why are you doing this? We don't understand. You did it in our group.
Neat.
Dad.
I want it to stop.
Yeah, you're a douche.
Mad Dad.
Anyways, peace out.
All right, guys, stay lifted.
John Madden.
You'll never be mine. Innocent. You'll never be mine. Innocent.